Dr. Ben Carson said, "Who's going to pay for Harris's $25,000 tax credit?" Wonderful, wonderful question. Great, great question. The left is not asking this question, but I'll tell you who's going to pay for it: the taxpayer. The average American working class person are the ones that's going to end up paying for this. And we always pay for this because you got to understand there are only a certain amount of billionaires. There are only a certain amount of millionaires. The money has to come from somewhere. See, the millionaires and billionaires have great accountants that can bail them out, that can get them out of paying these exorbitant tax costs. The average American doesn't have that. So we're going to end up footing the bill. We know that. That's exactly why Harris Biden is wanting to allow the Trump tax cuts to expire, so they can get more money to just hand out, so they can try to win another election. This is wrong. It's physically irresponsible. But we're gonna play the clip of Ben Carson and see what they have to say about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. Also, follow me on my other socials like X and Instagram and all those other things where I put out news as well. All right, so let's just get right into this clip here. Here we go. This is from Fox Business.
All right, Kamala Harris introduced a plan to give $25,000 tax credits to first-time home buyers. $25,000. Dr. Ben Carson, former Housing and Urban Development Secretary, joins me now. All right, Doctor, would Harris's tax credit plan work?
No.
Very few of her things would work, and that's why she doesn't want to get on television with credible reporters and talk about them or answer these questions. Basically.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. That's exactly why she won't go before the people and lay out her policy plans. And especially with the journalist, like he said, a credible journalist that will ask the right questions, will ask the questions that we're asking here. She's not going to get in it. She can't explain this stuff. So, of course, she's not going to stand for an interview. Even though it's been some talks that she may or may not do something this week. We don't know.
What she wants to do is give $25,000 for down payment assistance to first-time home buyers. Who's going to pay for that? All that's going to do is raise the prices of everything by $25,000. It's not helping anything.
Basic economics. And the thing is, a lot of home builders and stuff like that already have incentives and stuff in place to help out first-time home buyers and stuff like that. But we don't need the government intervention, the government tax dollars, our money going towards this.
And a $10,000 tax credit to help first-time home buyers. Now, bear in mind that Trump has already proposed doing that and has done that to good effect in the past. And what people should do is really compare the two sides. And why would you trust somebody who won't even sit down with the press and discuss their policies? Right. Or, somebody who will only debate if everything fits something that benefits them.
That's right. Now, all of a sudden, she already agreed to debate him in September, that one debate, which she obviously doesn't want to do, because now they're talking about, well, we don't want the microphones muted. We want to be able to sit down. We want to be able to have note cards. Like, this tells you, and they try to say that Trump was running away from the debate. No, it's her that she really doesn't want to debate. And because when she's faced with the facts, she can't explain herself. So they want to make the debate lean towards her way. They already got the home team advantage for the debate, and now they want other advantages. So they want to get rid of the mute button, so that Trump will overtalk her and they can discredit Trump that way, because they know with muted, they actually benefited Trump when he debated Biden. So that's why they want to flip it and change that now, so they can try to discredit Trump. They want Trump to talk over her. Um, and you can't have it. You can't have it, but you can't keep changing the agreeing to something and then going and switching it. You can't do that.
You know, that's not what we need. We've had debates for 60 plus years in this country, and it's worked very well. Why not continue to use the same format that we've used for the last 60 years to allow the people to get to know who the candidates are?
Fair question.
They don't want you
to outline what Trump's housing policy would be? I mean, housing has been called the sleeper issue in this election. Fair enough.
Yeah.
What's Trump's policy? Has he stated a body of, issues?
He's not only stated them, but he's lived them. Now, bear in mind, the Trump administration recognizes that the #1 mechanism for wealth accumulation in this country is home ownership.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The average homeowner has a 40 times greater net worth than the average renter. So,
and that's money. I mean, because think about it. You sell that house, that's money that you get. You can pass down to your family. You can pass the house down to the family. They could benefit from that and make money and sell it and things like that. It's absolutely it's facts.
that's baseline. One of the things that was done so effectively was deregulating. We got rid of more than 2,000 regulations and sub-regulations at HUD, which moved out of the way so many obstacles. And home ownership increased to its highest levels, particularly among minorities during that time. Fighting inflation.
I bought my first home in 2016 because of the deregulation. That's absolutely correct. And I got a lot of equity built into my house, thanks to Trump and his policies. I don't think I would ever own a home if it wasn't for that.
Using policies that actually take inflation down, because the mortgage rates that we're seeing are secondary to the inflation that we're seeing. Tax incentives and opening up certain federal lands to be utilized for home building. Those are the kinds of things that will be continued and enhanced in the Trump administration.
At the moment, the 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is about 6.5%. How far down do mortgage rates have to come to make a significant difference to the housing market?
At least 2%.
Well, it's not only the mortgage rates; it's all the other things. Because fuel prices, utilities.
It costs more to build houses. That's the problem. Because of inflation, it costs more for lumber. It costs more for nails. It costs more for everything that you need to build a house. So it's more than just the interest rates. Think about people that are trying to refinance their home to rebuild, add on, things like that. We heard from Home Depot CEO about how less people are coming in and rebuilding houses, and that's a major indicator of how bad the economy really is. I did a whole video on that.
Utilities, all those things have gone up tremendously. So all of those things in conjunction have put the American dream out of reach for so many people. So you have to fight them all. But remember, you were talking about mortgage rates in the 2 to 3% range during the Trump administration. You're talking double that now. So that really knocks the dream out of the ballpark.
I just can't see things improving dramatically anytime soon. It would have to be a period of years, won't it, to really get some juice back into housing?
Well, it's going to take some time to undo all the problems that have been created during this administration. But remember, when Trump came in 2016, things were in pretty bad shape also. And it didn't take long because of the new tax policies, the opportunity zones, all the things that were done to turn the ship around. So yes, it'll take a little longer this time, but it can be done.
Regulation is very important here. Dr. Ben Carson, thanks for joining us. Sir. Come back soon, please.
Deregulation is what I think he meant, is very, very important. And I definitely agree with that. And I love Trump's policy of every new, what is going on here? I love Trump's policy of of every new regulation that you do, you have to get rid of at least 2-3 old regulations before you add this new regulation, because we are being regulated into oblivion. That's another reason why things are so terrible. But I 1000% agree with Ben Carson. Things are gonna get worse before it get better, but we have to vote Trump in. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.